Pathmonk is the intelligent tool for website lead generation. With increasing online competition, over 98% of website visitors don't convert. The ability to successfully show your value proposition and support visitors in the buying journey separates you from the competition online. Pathmonk qualifies and converts leads on your website by figuring out where they are in the buying journey and influencing them in key decision moments with relevant micro experiences like case studies, YouTube videos, and much more. Stay relevant to your visitors and increase conversions by 50%. Add Pathmonk to your website in seconds. Let the AI do all the work and get access to 50% more qualified leads while you keep doing marketing and sales as usual. Check us on pathmonk.com. Welcome to today's episode. Let's talk about today's guest. We have Julia Doronina with G71, co-founder and CMO with them. How are you doing today, Julia?
Hi, thank you very much for this opportunity.
It's great. It's an opportunity for us as well to have G71 here and we'll to have you with so much experience. So, first off, Julia, then let's start off by knowing a little bit more about G71. Can you tell us a little bit more?
Yes, of course. So, G71 Security is we're a startup. So, first of all, and we help companies to deter leaks of their confidential documents, sensitive reports, sensitive presentations, sensitive email attachments, or intellectual property assets. So how are we doing this? We have a specific patented technology of invisible fingerprint. So each time when employees inside the company interact with any documents, they will see not the original documents, they will see the new copy created for them with our invisible fingerprint. And in case of a leak, if some of the insiders, because insider threats is a very big problem for the market in cybersecurity field. In any case, we can investigate the leaker, who was the culprit of the exact leak. So we can work with different evidences like photos, screenshots of the documents, hard copies of the documents, and after the leak, just in 30 seconds, using our investigation model, company can detect and investigate the name of the leaker.
Okay, that's interesting to hear. So then, is there a vertical? Is there an ideal ICP that you guys like to go for?
Yeah, I think that we have many ICPs. It depends on the size of the company and it depends on the industry. So we can work with all of the companies because all of them have sensitive documents. But it depends on the requirements in different types of the companies. For instance, the best one for us can be companies from financial industry because they have a lot of financial contracts and reports. Healthcare industry, a lot of information about their users. It can be government, of course, or military companies, organizations, and it can be, for instance, telecom industry because they have a lot of information about their customers.
Okay, all right, interesting to hear that. And so then how would somebody then from these industries find out about G71? Is there a top line acquisition channel for you guys?
Yeah, the main things that I mentioned previously, we are a startup. And right now we are at the stage of market research mostly. We started our selling activities approximately 1.5 years ago. And it took approximately 4 years just to develop the technology and the platform. And right now we are trying to study the market and to get feedback from experts on the market. So the main channel right now, if we're talking about the communication with our customers, it mostly direct sales, but not general sales. We try to talk with our potential customers to make a customer development process. So approximately during the week, I have more than 5-10 different interviews with potential customers, but it's most about like to show the demo, first of all, to ask the feedback, to ask the advice. And after that, potentially some of these people are trying to sell our solution to themselves. So it's like not a direct sales, but it's like an advice call. But after that, people are very interested in our solution and they try to ask us about how to buy it or what is the cost. So it's not a general approach of the lead generation, but it's working good right now because we offer something new for the market. And the main challenge for us right now is that we don't have any direct competitors. On the one hand, it's a good news. We don't have any of them and we can take the market. On the other hand, it's very difficult to tell people who are we. So because it's very difficult to understand what is the classification of our product and who is our closest competitors. And that's why it's very difficult to show the value of the product for return of investments. And my goal as a chief marketing officer, not just to create a marketing strategy, but mostly to create sales, marketing, and product strategy connected with business goals, just to, first of all, to increase awareness about our startup and this technology. On the other hand, of course, to find leads and to find customers who can buy our solution. So if we're talking about the channels, we have a website, of course, but it mostly just to show general information about the solution, just to increase the credibility that we have a company, we have a team, we have advisors, but it's not a lead generation channel for us. The main one, as I said, we use LinkedIn cold outreach and email cold outreach to these channels, just to create like sequences of different automatic emails or steps, just to reach people and tell them about our solution.
Perfect. Awesome. So then on that note, I mean, besides the two strategies that you have, is there something that a tip or recommendation as far as a method that you would recommend to our listeners as far as some lead generation?
Yeah, if you're talking about the direct sales, why the cold outreach, I think that the main thing that try not to sell, try to tell the story about your product and what can be interesting for the person, for the customer. Because first of all, you should understand their pain points and how you can solve their problem. That's why we're trying to make many interviews just to understand real pain points for each industry, for each ICP, as we discussed previously. And only after that, when I'm trying to create like a content for our emails or our sequences in LinkedIn, I should understand what to write and what to emphasize. For instance, for financial industry, we understand that it can be super secret financial contracts about the acquisition of other companies, stuff like that. For the healthcare, it can be another types of the documents. So first of all, make research, and only after that, try any marketing or selling activities.
Okay, perfect. Awesome. Okay, thank you so much for sharing with us, Julia. And well, let's switch gears a little bit, Julia, and let's talk about you as a leader, you being co-founder and CMO there for G71. What are some key tasks you like to focus on your day-to-day work?
Yeah, I think that each day I start from the team call. So we have a team call. It takes approximately 30-40 minutes just to understand our tasks for today and to discuss maybe some news, because each day I try to research any use cases on the market, just to understand additional potential customers, because the best way for us to sell our solution to go to the company who has already faced with the problem of the leak, of the insider leak. So I'm trying to check all the each day, check information about the recent leaks, recent investigations, and so on. So first of all, I check my email. After that, I check my LinkedIn inbox, update maybe any contacts in our sequences for cold outreach. We have some not each day, but during some periods of time, we have Google Ads campaigns. So I need to check them, maybe to make some changes, so fix some bugs or something like that. So as I said, I try to read news, and each Tuesday, I'm trying to create a new blog post, a new blog article for our blog, for our website, because I think it's a very good approach to work with the optimization of your website for the Google, for instance, because blog and its SEO optimization can help you to reach more positions in Google. And for instance, we have a very good example. We, not for our current website, but for the website of one of our products, we had a blog too, and we made very interesting article about the comparison between our solution and current solution like watermarks. All people know about watermarks because we can watermark images, videos, documents, and so on. And we decided to make a comparison between us and this type of the solution. And we posted an article. And approximately, I think in 3 months after the publishing it, we reached the 2nd position in Google, just using very popular keyword, how to use watermark or who is the competitor of the watermark, something like that. So it was a really good result because we just published an article. And that's why I'm trying to publish more in our blog right now. The main thing is that I'm only one in marketing team right now in our startup. So I post it once a week, but of course we need to do it more often.
Definitely, but you're on the process, so great to hear that. And I mean, it looks like you have a lot of full plate on your hands, so that's great to hear that you're able to balance that out, Julia. Well, let's jump into our next section then here, Julia, which is our rapid fire question rounds. Are you ready for them?
Oh, let's try.
All right. First up, I mean, there is a lot of overwhelming marketing information out there, but is there a channel that you like to go through to get your information as far as marketing?
Yeah, I think that's the best channel for me, for instance. I like to talk with another marketers. I'm trying to find people like mentors or other startuppers, other marketers, and we try to exchange our experience because I think this is the best way because they tried something, I tried something, and we can exchange. So I have approximately 1-2 calls with different marketers or startuppers, and it's very just to understand maybe I need to try another approaches or another channels.
Okay, perfect. Awesome. Great to hear that. Next is, what is the last book that you read?
Yeah. So as I said, we are right now in development process and we're trying to make many interviews with our customers. So the last book that I read, it was the Mom Test about the customer development process and how to talk with people. As I know, it's not the modern book. It's, I think, 10 years old, but nevertheless, I think this is a very good book to think about what you do and how you can improve your approaches.
Okay, perfect. Awesome. Thank you so much for that. Next then is, if there would be no boundaries in technology, what would be that one thing that you want to have fixed for your role as a marketer today?
Yeah, I think the first one can be just expand the number of hours per day because I need more time, more than 24 hours per day just to test everything that I want to test. So yeah, I think it will be good if we potentially can have more than 24 hours, maybe 30, maybe 40. But I'm not sure that we will be very productive during this period of time. Or another one, potentially, yeah, I have many tasks. For instance, as I said, each day I need to log into LinkedIn, check my mailbox, log into another systems. And I think it can be very good if I can control with the power of my thoughts, various instruments, and don't use my hands, manual approach just to log into the system, do something, just, okay, please log in into the LinkedIn, check my mailbox. So something like that.
Okay. All right. Perfect. Awesome. Great. Love it. Next then is there one repetitive task that you could automate? What would that be?
Yeah. If we're talking about the current situation, I have many messages in my LinkedIn because this is my main instrument right now and main channel. And as I said, I have sequences to talk with people, to send step-by-step messages. But when people reply to my message, they stop the chain of my steps and I need to reply them manually. And in many cases, it takes many time just to, okay, many of their questions, the same ones. And I need to copy-paste one of the answers. After that, paste it to this person, just change the name or add additional information. So I think the potentially some of the automatic solutions that can read my mailbox and said, okay, these ones are the similar ones. And we have answers to these questions. Okay, let's edit, just click, click, click without any copy pasting approach.
Yeah, definitely. I think everybody would want something like that. So hopefully that comes sooner than later.
Yeah.
Well, and well, lastly, Julia, I mean, you have a lot of experience already in the marketing world, but what is that one piece of advice that you would give yourself if you were to restart your journey as a marketer today?
Yeah, I think that the best answer can be that spend more time to study analytics and maybe possibly basic coding or programmatic or something like that, because right now I understand that, for example, for product management, I may not have enough technical skills. I need to know more technical words, technical approach or something like that. So right now I spent a lot of time just to dive into the analytic approaches and to use, because data-driven marketing, a data-driven approach is the best one right now, because we should use the data and use it for our promotion, for our marketing, for our sales channels. My background mostly about general marketing approaches. So I think that's the best way for me, maybe 5 years or 10 years ago, just to dive more deeply into the analytics and coding.
Okay, awesome. Great. Thank you so much for sharing that with us and for our listeners as well. That's some great advice. And well, Julia, we are coming to the end of the show here, but before we do end, I do want to give you the last word. If someone forgets everything about the interview today, what is that one thing they should remember about G71?
I think that G71 is a future tool and future for the cybersecurity industry, mostly for insider threat field.
Perfect. Awesome. Hey, well, Julia, thank you so much for being on with us today. And to our listeners, thank you so much for tuning in. And I'm looking forward to our next episode at Pathmonk Presents. Thanks a lot, Julia.
Thank you very much. Thank you.